1977, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
In the market for a new vehicle? Then look no further than CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location. We have hundreds of new and used vehicles available, so you'll be sure to find exactly what you're looking for. And with CMA's Love It or Leave It promise and our lifetime powertrain warranty, you can buy with confidence. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com and CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
The following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg.
Who's ready for the fun and excitement of West Virginia high school softball? Today's game is brought to you by Trips Flooring, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Burke Schultz Harmon and Jenkinson Personal Injury Attorneys, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Cody's Auto Body, Hagerstown Ford, Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations Robert Fields & Sons, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Floor Pools, Smallwood and Small Insurance, CMA Martinsburg and Winchester Dealerships, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, the Palace Lounge, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, the Mirius Group Ameriprise Financial Services LLC, and the Berkeley County Health Department. And now for the pregame show, let's go out to the field and join our broadcast team. Good evening and welcome into Charlotte Prather Park for opening day of West Virginia High School softball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Our pregame show is brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online, they'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. Here on opening day, it is the Berkeley Springs Indians taking on the home team, the Martinsburg Bulldogs. I'm Colin McLaughlin. Alongside me is Nick Verzolini. Kyler High is our cameraman, and back in the studio is Alec Epperson. And it looks like things might get going here pretty quickly. At first we thought the game was supposed to be at 6, but it got moved back to 6:30, so we'll see if they start early or not. Both teams have already completed warm-ups. Lineups are getting ready to be exchanged, so we'll go right into our interviews, brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
I'm here with Rob Jones, head coach of the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Coach Jones, opening day of the season, what are you looking forward to here for this season?
I'm looking for good vibes from the girls. We've been practicing on and off, with each other. We had a scrimmage last Monday against Handley. They did very well. I was pleased with what I saw, so hopefully going into tonight's game, they take that positive into this game and keep it going, and hopefully get this season rocking with a win tonight.
It's been a few years for you at the helm of this program, building it up to what you're wanting it and eventually hoping it becomes. What is some of those goals that you have in place for this season?
Some of the goals the coaching staff got together, and we just want to be better teamwork, a lot more teamwork than we did last year. Emphasize on hopefully getting a lot more wins than we did last year. We came out with 4 wins last year, so our goal is hopefully get 10 or 12 more wins this year on the season, and look up towards a positive outlook, hopefully, at the end of the year.
Today you get the start off against Berkeley Springs. What are you hoping to see from your team against the Indians?
The morale's coming in is pretty positive. I feel that we can get up quick and get ahead. Of course, any team would like that, but for us, I feel that if we get ahead, we're pretty decent staying ahead. And hopefully the pitching is going to be quality pitching for my girl tonight and give us that W that we need.
Anything else, Coach?
No, sir. I do want to give a thank you for everybody that had a hand in it. I don't know any names or any process for our turf that we got in this year and the dugouts that we got on our field this year. I just want to give a thank you and a hands for all the hands that was involved on that.
All righty. Thank you, Coach. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Now joined by Catherine Wood, head coach of the Berkeley Springs Indians. Coach Wood, opening day for your team. What are you looking forward to here this season?
Mostly for our girls to get experience and to have fun and gain confidence. We have 2 seniors and 1 junior. Everyone else is underclassmen, so we're very young.
With this being the first game, how do you make sure those jitters get out quickly here against Martinsburg? Your team can get rolling early.
Really relying on our leadership, our senior pitcher, to mentor and help the young girls get in the right headspace.
What is, I guess, some of the goals that you have in place for this team this year?
Some of the goals are definitely to always compete with our sectional rivals and to go as far as we can. Last year we came from the back and it finished in second, so just trying to compete within our section.
Anything else, Coach?
I don't think so.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That was our coaches' interviews. We'll now step aside and take our first 2-minute break here of the pregame show, and on the other side of that break we'll get today's starting lineups for the softball matchup between Berkeley Springs and Martinsburg on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Ready, set, go into a new Toyota at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg today. Our deals are warming up right in time for spring. Get a new 2024 Toyota Tacoma for only 2.99% financing for 60 months. Or check out our huge selection of certified pre-owned Toyotas. Right now, finance Toyota Gold certified models for as low as 4.99% for 60 months or 5.99% for 72 months. Visit us online at cmastoyotaofmartinsburg.com. Owners just care more.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture, because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon & Jenkinson at 304-LAWYERS, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Hey, it's Cody from Cody's Auto Body.
You're a potty mouth.
But we do a really great job fixing cars after an accident.
I know, but you're still a potty mouth.
I'm possibly the best friend you could ever have.
You are, but potty mouth.
If you need your car repaired, come to Cody's Auto Body, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Because that's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
See? Potty mouth.
Leave me alone.
We welcome you back here to Charlotte Prather Park, almost game time for opening day of West Virginia High School softball between Berkeley Springs and Martinsburg. Let's get the starting lineups, which are brought to you by Flora Pools. Make every day better with a hot tub or swimming pool. Flora Pools has locations in Martinsburg, Chambersburg, and Hagerstown. First for the Berkeley Springs Indians, leading off the catcher, number 12, Molly Boyles, batting second. At shortstop, number 4, Cameron Buck, batting third. The pitcher for the Indians, number 21, Alara Harrington, batting cleanup. And playing at third base is number 8, Peyton Mizell, batting fifth. The first baseman, number 1, Layla Parcel, batting sixth. In left field, number 00, Scotland Forney, batting seventh. At center field is number 13, Dakota Adams, batting eighth. The second baseman, number 11, Haley Adkins, and batting ninth, the right fielder, number 9, Elena Stevens. That is your starting lineup for Berkeley Springs. Now for the home side, the Martinsburg Bulldogs, leading off the second baseman, number 7, Malijah Williams, batting second. In center field, number 9, Tiana Sanabria, batting third. The catcher, number 4, Daisha Cook, Batting fourth at shortstop is number 6, Denijah Williams. Batting fifth in left field, number 2, Ava Powell. Batting sixth, designated player number 20, Mara Dozier. And batting seventh at third base, number 8, Haley Kellican. Batting eighth at first base is number 13, Kamaya Cole Redman. Batting ninth in right field, number 14, DJ Hauser. That is the starting lineups for both teams here, as the PA system also getting the lineups out and the reserves. Let's step aside, take one last 2-minute break, and then we'll be back with first pitch of the ball game here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We are back in 2 minutes.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields & Sons, hope to see you at the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show on March 29th and 30th in the Martinsburg Roundhouse to learn about what they provide whenever a loved one has passed away. Their booth number is FS53, which is located just outside the silent auction. Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations is the trusted name in funeral services in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown Ranson. They're proudly serving the area since 1880 and are proud to be a part of the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show. Here, pre-game festivities have concluded. It is game time. Opening day for West Virginia High School softball live here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube as the Martinsburg Bulldogs host the Berkeley Springs Indians. First pitch is brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. Top of the first is also brought to you by Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields & Sons, proudly serving our area since 1880. As we take a look at Madison Rogers on the mound, the starting pitcher for the Bulldogs, and the catcher is number 4, Daisha Cook. Your starting battery brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Call 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page as I finally get to welcome in my broadcast partner here for tonight's game, Nick Verzolini. Nick.
It's good to be here.
Great weather. Hanging out here right behind home plate. Turf looks beautiful here at Charlotte Prather Park. They did a great job over the off-season of setting that up. You got the pavement now next to the dugouts as well. Brand new dugouts on the first and third base lines too. They've done nicely here.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever been up here for softball or not, but it is a nice upgrade from what I've seen before on TV10. And it's exciting to be here, Colin. I mean, it's an opening day. It's almost baseball and softball season. That both starting this week for high school and, of course, major leagues pretty soon as well. So it's just an exciting time of the year. The weather's getting better. And anytime, it feels special to be at baseball and softball opening day no matter what level it is. So should be some fun here. Berkeley Springs has kind of dominated this series, so it should be interesting.
First pitch swinging is Boyles, and it's a line drive down the third base line. And she's thinking, too, the throw from the outfield, though, in time, but Boyle slides underneath the tag. So there you go, a leadoff double for the Indians.
Yeah, for those not familiar with softball in the area too well, I mean, Berkeley Springs has won 16 of the last 17 in this series, which typically you think Berkeley Springs, Martinsburg, Berkeley Springs being a much smaller school, they'll dominate, or Martinsburg will dominate them, but not the case in softball. So we'll see if things change this year. It's been a rebuild under head coach Robert Jones. So
first pitch from Rogers is high to Buck for ball one. The next one is popped up left side of the infield in foul territory. Tracking it down is Kellican, and she'll make the catch for out number one. And that'll bring up for the Berkeley Springs Indians pitcher Lara Harrington.
But like Coach Wood mentioned, Colin, it's a very young Berkeley Springs team, just 2 seniors, a junior, and the rest are freshmen and sophomores. So should be interesting to see how deep they are and how talented they are being a younger team. And for Martinsburg, it's a little bit more experienced. So
first pitch from Rogers to Harrington is taken for strike one. So 1 strike, 1 out, runner on second here in the top of the first. As Harrington swings through this pitch for strike two, the ball goes off the glove of Cook. Cook picks it up, throws to third, but Boyles takes the base on the passed ball. So no balls, 2 strikes now. A runner on third with still 1 out. Pitch from Rogers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Harrington down on 3 straight strikes for out number 2. Is now batting for Berkeley Springs is Mizell. Infield corners shifting in here with 2 down. It's lined right up the middle in between second base and shortstop into center field. It's an RBI single for Mizell to give Berkeley Springs a 1-0 lead in the top of the first.
Yeah, the sophomore, Peyton Mizell, just send it hard up the middle there. Nice hit, and Berkeley Springs is on the board here first.
Now batting's Parcell. Big righty steps in. First pitch. That is lined right past the third baseman, Kellican, down the line. It's back-to-back singles for the Indians here in the top of the first. A little bit of a 2-out rally going.
Yeah, I think they've done pretty good early on of putting the ball in play and challenging the defense. Not every ball has been hit extremely hard, but Martinsburg's had some issues fielding, so definitely a good start for Berkeley Springs.
Now batting is Forney. A lefty steps in. Pitch from Rogers is high, sails over Cook into the backstop. Both base runners will advance 1 base each.
That's pivotal. I mean, now in this situation, Berkeley Springs could add 2 more. You were just 1 out away from getting out of this inning. If it becomes a 3-4-0 inning, you definitely feel good if you're the Indians.
So 1 ball, no strikes is this one from Rogers. Rolls off the turf for ball 2.
Slipped out of her hand, it looked like. Maybe even hit her on her way to deliver the pitch. It was definitely not what she wanted on that one.
So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, 1-0 Berkeley Springs as this is slapped into shallow left field. Shortstop Denijah Williams trying to get it, goes off her glove and rolls into foul territory, and that's trouble. That'll allow 2 runs to score. 3-0 here in the top of the first. Berkeley Springs now leads Martinsburg.
Yeah, great start. Tough play there for the shortstop, going back on it. Over her shoulder type catch, but she can't haul it in, and Berkeley Springs now leads at 3-0 with a runner in scoring position.
Now batting is Adams. The first pitch is a ball from Rogers outside. So Rogers steps back on the rubber in the circle. That is lined right up the middle, back where it came from by Adams. Rounding third, coming home to score is Forney as the throw off the mark goes into the backstop, and that'll allow Adams to reach second base and make it 4-0 Berkeley Springs.
There's a hard hit ball up the middle. Again, it's on the ground. It's a tough one, though, to field. And Berkeley Springs looks very good early, Colin. Already 4-0, and anytime you're pitching at the lead, if you're the Indians, even though they're a younger team, they've come up to the plate with no fear.
Yeah, 5 hits so far, and let's see if we make it 6, as that's lined to the left fielder Powell, but she'll make the catch to end the inning and retire Adkins. But 4 runs cross in the top of the first. We'll head to the bottom of the first. It's Berkeley Springs 4, Martinsburg 0, and take a 1-minute break here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done, because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
Welcome back to Charlotte Prather Park as we head to the bottom of the first, which is brought to you by the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Looking for home in the tri-state area, call the Larry DeMarco team at 304-250-3551 or visit them online at www.modernrealtyresults.com. Berkeley Springs 4, Martinsburg 0 is our score after the top half of the first. We head to the bottom of the first now to see Martinsburg go up against Alara Harrington for the first time here tonight. Also, want to give you a score update from the boys basketball state tournament, because I know there's probably been a lot of questions throughout the day, especially calls into us since we don't have coverage of the game, but we'll still provide you a score here in case you're tuned in and wondering. 4:55 left in the fourth. Spring Mills leads Martinsburg 54-34, so now a 20-point lead. And it was a 4-point game at halftime.
Yeah, Martinsburg came out hot in a lot of ways. They looked good. And I was like, wow, they might make this a game. But it did feel like once the end of the half started to go Spring Mills' way a little bit more consistently, that the Bulldogs could be in trouble. And that's clearly been the case now, Colin, 54-34, like you said. So
Williams is up to bat, and first pitch was a strike. Next pitch from Harrington. That is a high fly ball down the third baseline, but it sails foul for strike 2. And that was ripped by the leadoff hitter for the Bulldogs, Malaysia Williams.
Yeah, I mean, Martinsburg's coming off of a good performance in their scrimmage against John Hanley, where they showed a lot of offense early on. So certainly capable of putting up some runs.
0-2 pitch. This is low for a ball, so count now 1 ball and 2 strikes.
But for Berkeley Springs, it is a senior on the mound, and Alara Harrington, who I think we might have saw last year in that Spring Mills game. I'm not 100% sure.
I believe she pitched in that game,
she does
yes.
look like the pitcher, if I remember correctly.
It's the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball underneath the glove of the shortstop, Buck. So it's a leadoff single, but the throw down to the pitcher, and caught in a rundown is Williams. She tries to take second, but the throw to second and the tag applied will be an out.
And I remember watching Berkeley Springs a year ago or so in that game against Spring Mills, and they were pretty solid from what I could remember. Now, they've lost a lot from that team, but clearly a program headed in the right direction. Won 9 games a season ago, so definitely not a bad team and a bad program.
Now batting Tiana Santabria, and she'll swing through first pitch from Harrington for strike 1. So here in the bottom of the first inning, 4-0, no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Pitch from Harrington at the knees, called strike 2 to Santabria. Harrington sets. The 0-2. Off-speed pitch that just misses. That's a ball, so 1 ball, 2 strikes now. And the 1 out. Nobody on base. This is a fly ball down the first base line, and it lands fair. Santa Maria rounds first, heads to second. The throw not in time. It's a 1-out double for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, overall, solid start here offensively for Martinsburg. Even though they got it out in that first batter, they were able to hit the ball well, just got caught out there at second base. So see if Martinsburg can kind of rally a little bit with a runner on second and just 1 out.
Daisha Cook now batting. Catcher. Pitch from Harrington high. Ball 1 to Cook.
And when you have young teams, your defense is going to be key. Sometimes the bat can come and translate pretty well, but if you make a lot of errors or make a lot of mistakes in the field, it's going to hurt you. I haven't seen that so far, but just something to look for throughout this game with how young Berkeley Spring is.
And that was ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Runner on second. Harrington. Pitch is a swing and a miss from Cook for strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Good bounce back pitch there. You're down in the count. But they're a tough one to hit. And pitching can obviously help your defense. If you have really good pitching, then your defense doesn't have to do too much usually. So,
pitch high. Jumping up is Boyles. As the runner at second, Santa Maria, stays put. Count now 3 balls and 1 strike for Cook. Harrington with the pitch. That is a line drive down the first baseline. Backtracking to the right fielder, Stevens. She'll make the catch for out number 2 as Santa Maria now tags up and goes from second to third base.
Yeah, she got a lot of that one, but Berkeley Springs was right there. And good job by Santa Maria, though, to take third. So you can possibly still get a run across here if you're Martinsburg.
Time called.
And they're going to check second, see if she did tag up. I wasn't 100% sure. I wasn't really watching the runner, but it did seem like she got there pretty quickly, but okay.
And they're going to say that she was safe. So the play stands. And we'll resume now as the shortstop, Nigel Williams.
I mean, Santa Maria is quick. We've seen her on the basketball court and on the diamond over the years, so not surprised that she did tag up and got there that quickly.
Williams takes the first pitch, and it's strike 1. Still 4-0 here, bottom of the first, excuse me. This pitch nearly hits Williams. Skips past her for a ball. Count 1 ball, 1 strike.
It just barely missed her, so. Can't have those free bases here with 2 outs, so luckily for Berkeley Springs, it didn't hit her.
This is sky-high pop-up on the left side of the infield. The shortstop, Cameron Buck, will call off the third baseman and make the catch to end the inning and strand the runner at third. So after 1 inning of play, it is Berkeley Springs 4, Martinsburg nothing. Another 1-minute break, and then we'll be back with the second inning here on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Join us for the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show, March 29th and 30th at the Roundhouse in downtown Martinsburg with over 120 exhibits and food trucks on the grounds. Diamond sponsor Pine Creek Structures is once again giving away an outdoor patio set that you can enter to win. This year's silent auction sponsor is the Sean Craig team at ERA Liberty Realty. The 2025 Home Show is the place to see home builders, remodelers, banks and lenders, landscaping companies, heating and air conditioning contractors, and more. Platinum level sponsors include DRB Homes, High Point Roofing, and Shenandoah Air Conditioning and Heating. Admission is always free, so stop by the Roundhouse and get information on your next home project March 29th and 30th. Gold sponsors include Panhandle Homes of Berkeley County, Petty Pest Control, Rankin Remodeling, and Smoots. Silver sponsors include Rentals Unlimited and Valley Shade and Shutter. Visit ephomeshow.com for more information.
We are back here as we head into the top of the second inning, which is brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball. Due up for Berkeley Springs, the 9-1-2 batters, Stevens, Boyles, Buck. And Buck takes the first pitch. Stevens takes the first pitch. Should have listened to myself there, Nick.
Yeah, that usually...
I would have known.
Usually helps a little bit, but...
And that's strike one. This one, ball one.
Good first inning for Berkeley Springs. Defensively, they were fielding well. They hit the ball decently, put the ball in play a good bit. So, pretty impressive from this kind of younger team, like we said. Stevens, though, one of the upperclassmen, a junior. So, see if she can continue the success of the first inning.
That one was a ball, so now 2 balls and 1 strike is this pitch. A swing and a miss as Stevens was behind that one. The count now 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I thought even though Martinsburg didn't get any runs across, they responded decently.
Rogers' pitch on the inside corner and called strike 3 to Stevens. That's a strikeout for out number 1 here in the top of the second. Now batting will be Boyles, who doubled her last time up on the first pitch to left field. This pitch high for a ball. Madison Rogers sets. So this is a fly ball into left center field. Tracking it down is Tiana Sanabria, and she'll make the catch for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down so far here in the top of the second. Now batting is the shortstop, Cameron Buck.
And one thing you're already seeing from Martinsburg, I mean, balls hit in the air in the past might be disaster every single time, but not the case so far here tonight, so that's good to see.
Rogers goes with the changeup, and it didn't make it all the way to home plate, so it's ball 1 to Buck. Next pitch, high for ball 2 to Buck. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, nobody on base for Berkeley Springs. They lead Martinsburg 4-0. Next pitch low, and that's ball 3. The 3-ball, no-strike pitch is low again. That's ball 4. So Buck advances to first base on the base on balls. And that'll bring up Harrington. Harrington, her first time up, struck out on 3 straight pitches. She locks in. First pitch, high for a ball. Throw over to first, not in time from Cook. Nicole Redmond, no tag applied to the base runner and Buck as the ball went off the first baseman's glove. Pitch to Harrington, high again for ball 2. Rogers struggling to find the strike zone after the first 2 outs. It's been 6 straight balls thrown. This pitch right down the middle. Harrington, though, ahead of it, and will foul that off for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Colin, we talked about basketball earlier. Spring Mills baseball leading in the top of the first 4-0 against Lewis County. Looks like, unless that's been updated since then.
Harrington grounds the ball past the diving gloves of Kellican and Williams into left field. That is a single for her as Buck goes to second base. You had a 11-0 win for Jefferson to begin the season against Berkeley Springs.
I knew there was a game that already occurred. I just wasn't sure.
Now batting is Meisel. She fouls that over our heads and had a play for strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on first and second now.
Jefferson softball got an 18-1 win yesterday against Williamsport, so they're off to a good start as usual.
This pitch low from Rogers for a ball to Meisel. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike.
I know. Spring Mills has already played Lewis County once this season, it appears. 9-1 win the other day. So
it's a soft ground ball. Nobody covering third. The throw to first, not in time. So now the bases are loaded. And Parcel is up to bat.
And again, there's 2 outs here, and Martinsburg kind of has things go sideways very quickly. So all of a sudden, 2 outs, bases loaded, and a hitter that already made an impact in this game once. So could be trouble here for the Bulldogs.
Parcel steps up here against Rogers. This pitch low, but Cook keeps it in front of her. So that's ball 1.
Yeah, good block from the catcher. Can't have a ball go past in this situation.
This pitch, big swing and a miss. First strike from Parcel. Count now 1 ball, 1 strike. You got Meisel on first, Harrington on second, Buck on third.
Looked like a changeup possibly there. Definitely threw off her timing.
This pitch inside for ball 2. This is a soft ground ball to the shortstop, Williams. Her throw to the second baseman pulls the other Williams off the bag, and 2 runs will score on the error, making it now Berkeley Springs 6, Martinsburg nothing.
That's tough. I mean, you get a routine play there. If you're Martinsburg, you had it fielded well on one end of it, but then not the best throw, but also still a catchable ball at second base. So just a tough play there, Colin, especially in that situation.
So now runners on first and third, as a swing and a miss from Forney for a strike. And off the pitch, Parcel will take second, so now runners on second and third. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
And now you forced your pitcher into another difficult situation.
Is this lined right past the pitcher, Madison Rogers, into center field, and that'll score 1 run. It's coming home was Meisel to make it 7-0. Another RBI base hit for Forney. That puts runners again on first and third.
And again, Colin, a lot of the rally coming with 2 outs for Berkeley Springs.
This pitch low for a ball to Adams. No thrill from Cook to try to get the runner and Forney at second, so she'll steal second on the catcher's indifference. So second and third are where the base runners are at now. Is this pitch low for ball 2 to Adams. A lot to keep track of here so far. Another active inning for the Indians. This pitch caught a strike. As Adams thought it was high, but it's a strike, so 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
Yeah, I thought it might have came across there at that last moment, so I think that was actually a pretty good call.
Next pitch stays high this time for ball 3. That's a swing and a miss for strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on second and third for Berkeley Springs. They lead Martinsburg 7-0 here in the top of the second inning. Here comes the payoff pitch from Rogers. It's inside, ball 4. So Adams will walk her way down to first base. And that loads the bases up for Berkeley Springs' Haley Adkins. Pitch high for a ball. Swing and a miss for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Adkins steps back in. Pitch from Rogers. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Rogers trying to get out of the inning and limit the damage to only 3 runs so far. Pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Adkins. That leaves the runners on base stranded and ends the inning. It is now Berkeley Springs 7, Martinsburg nothing. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning after this 1-minute break. You're tuned into TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Join us for the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show, March 29th and 30th at the Roundhouse in downtown Martinsburg with over 120 exhibits and food trucks on the grounds. Diamond sponsor Pine Creek Structures is once again giving away an outdoor patio set that you can enter to win. This year's silent auction sponsors the Sean Craig team at ERA Liberty Realty. The 2025 Home Show is the place to see home builders, remodelers, banks and lenders, landscaping companies, heating and air conditioning contractors, and more. Platinum level sponsors include DRB Homes, High Point Roofing, and Shenandoah Air Conditioning and Heating. Admission is always free, so stop by the Roundhouse and get information on your next home project March 29th and 30th. Gold sponsors include Panhandle Homes of Berkeley County, Petty Pest Control, Rankin Remodeling, and Smoots. Silver sponsors include Rentals Unlimited and Valley Shade and Shutter. Visit ephomeshow.com for more information. Back at Charlotte Prather Park, headed to the bottom of the second, which is brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, Promote, Protect, offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. Due up for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, the 5, 6, 7 batters, Powell, Dozier, and Kellican, as they trail Berkeley Springs now 7-0.
What do you think about the AI PA announcing?
It's interesting. It's different.
People are losing jobs, Colin.
Yeah, that's not good for us. Is this a pop-up to the shortstop? Buck can't scoop it up cleanly, so that'll be a leadoff single for Powell to begin this bottom of the second inning. Third hit of the day for the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Dozier now comes up to bat. First pitch, lined right to the second baseman, and it goes past her into right center field. Rounding second, heading to third is Powell. Stopping at first is Dozier. Back-to-back singles have runners on the corners at first and third now for Martinsburg with nobody out here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, Martinsburg had a few hits in that first inning or got some runners on and did some decent things. It's just they weren't able to push them across the plate, or some base running mistakes kind of hurt them a little bit in the inning. But they've picked up with a good start to the second, so see if they can cut into this 7-0 lead.
This popped up over the backstop and at a play by Kellican for strike number 1. So again, runners at first and third. No balls, 1 strike, no out, bottom of the second inning. Harrington looks at a wristband for the pitch. Here's the delivery. That is lined right past the glove of Buck into left field, and that'll score a run for Martinsburg to make it 7-1. 3 straight singles for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that one hard hit as well, past the shortstop. So very solid start here for the Bulldogs to the second inning. I mean,
bottom of the lineup bringing the business. Runners at first and second now.
Berkeley Springs hasn't been able to stay in front of the ball as well as they did in the first inning.
First pitch, a strike to Cole Redmond.
You can maybe say one of those was an error earlier, but either way, you put the ball in play, you're going to put pressure on the defense, which is always key.
Next pitch, misses high for ball one, so 1 ball, 1 strike now. This popped up, middle infield, second baseman Adkins underneath it. She'll make the catch, throw it to second as, for some reason, Dozier was off the base and didn't get back to tag up in time.
Yeah,
so another base running error allows the double play.
Yeah, she took off on contact, which that ball was popped up in the air. You can't have a base running mistake like that if you're Martinsburg. And the second time they tried to stretch a single into a double and got thrown out at second, and then that time, just silly play there when the ball's popped straight up in the air like that. So
now batting is DJ Hauser. First pitch is swing and a miss, first strike. So now 2 outs, runner only on first base here in the bottom of the second for Martinsburg.
Yeah, it immediately took the threat away if you're the Bulldogs. So
now this pitch misses. Throw down to second, though, as stealing was Kellican. The ball goes into the outfield. Now the throw to third, not in time. So Kellican goes from first to third on the mistakes.
Yeah, maybe in that situation you just eat it if you're Berkeley Springs. There's 2 outs. Yes, it puts a runner in scoring position, but I don't think they were going to get her on that throw. So just hold on to it there, I feel like. Just keep the ball in the infield and put less pressure on your pitcher now, runner on third.
1 ball, 1 strike. Is that strike 2 due to Hauser tipping the ball into the glove of the catcher? Hauser steps back in. This pitch scooped and lined into left field, and it's down for a hit. That'll score Kellican. An RBI single for Hauser makes it 7-2 now. Great job with the 2-strike hitting there by the 9-hole hitter.
Yeah, again, Martinsburg has, they've put the ball in play. They've definitely been somewhat effective here.
It's Williams lets the first pitch go by for a strike. No ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at first. It's now 7-2 here in the bottom of the second. Harrington, pitch high. That's ball 1. Williams. It looks like she squares to bunt as she shimmies, pulls the bat back, and now swings through it and makes contact, sending the ball on the ground into left field. Throw to third, not in time. Sliding in head first safely is Hauser. As that's a double for Williams to bring up Santa Maria now. 2 out, runner at second and third for Martinsburg.
Hit here, and Martinsburg's right back in the game, Colin, if they can get these 2 runs across. So, even though it was a rough start, I like that Martinsburg stayed in the game, kept their confidence, and continuing to be aggressive at the plate, not just giving it up just because they got down 7-0.
First pitch swinging Santa Maria. It's a soft ground ball to the shortstop. Buck, throw to first. Not in time. 1 run will score. The first baseman, Parcel, sees the runner at third coming home, trying to sneak there. Her throw to Boyles. The tag on in time for the out. So only 1 run scores. The inning will come to an end It is Berkeley Springs 7 and Martinsburg 3. We'll step aside and take a 1-minute break and then be back for the third inning here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
We welcome you back as we head to the top of the third inning, which is brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. It is now a 7-3 ball game. As squaring up to bunts to lead things off is Stevens. And a throw to first, not in time. So Stevens will lead things off with an infield single for Berkeley Springs.
Now batting number 12.
Close one there, but was ruled safe by the field umpire, and now Martinsburg is having a conversation, I guess, with the ump.
Yeah, Coach Rob Jones heading out to the infield umpire to check that one. Don't know if you can really get a review or not.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to appeal it. Probably that's the field ump's call. From here, she did kind of look out, to be honest, but, I mean, the ump's got a way better view of it than I do. So.
Yeah, it was a bang-bang play for sure, but we're now here in the top of the third, and another first pitch swinging is Boyles fouls it off for a strike. Boyle steps back in. Runner on first base, no ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, so now no balls and 2 strikes.
Taking the sunglasses off, Colin, make sure I can see all these plays.
I put mine back in my car before the game. Overcast skies here at Charlotte Prather Park today. It's been a beautiful day, though. Things were in the 70s as that pitch was a ball, so now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Last day of winter, you can't complain about a 70-degree day, but you can complain that the first day of spring tomorrow is only a high of, I think, 53. Last time I looked, as this pitch misses for ball 2, so 2 balls, 2 strikes, and a chance of rain tomorrow. So right now we're scheduled to have a broadcast of Hedgesville at Musselman softball for you tomorrow night, but if it gets rained out, obviously, we won't have that game.
I got a high of 62 tomorrow, high of 53 on Friday.
Okay. Guess I was looking ahead for baseball. Thank you, Nick.
You're welcome. But yeah, there's a 55% chance of some rain. So
this is a line drive past the third baseman, and that's going to take a wicked hop past Powell, roll all the way to the fence in left field. And that will score a run for Berkeley Springs to make it 8-3.
Something we didn't really note, and on that play, I guess it doesn't make a difference. But I wonder how many turf softball fields there are across the state of West Virginia. Probably not many. As we talk about the lack of probably turf baseball experience. So the ball's going to play a little bit differently on turf. So that one hits the...
Yeah, now batting was Buck, and that hits her back foot. So she'll go to first base on the hit by pitch. I'm not 100% sure if where the state tournament's played is now turf
I guess,
field or
yeah,
not for
it
softball.
might be. I think it is, if I'm remembering the videos correctly from the state tournament.
Yeah,
so
I think I remember talking
but overall,
previous region winners about going to states and having to play on turf. Harrington sends that one on a rope foul.
Woke you
That
up?
had some pop, yeah. Woke everybody up here. You got to be on alert with her up to bat, apparently.
Yeah, she definitely got good contact on that one.
Baseball players, if they're still down there, might have had to be on alert with that
I think
one.
they're already gone.
Wasn't sure if anybody was taking extra BP. Is this, again, fouled down the third baseline. So now 2 strikes against Harrington.
They have a batting center, Colin.
Yeah, but you got to enjoy the nice weather, Nick. You don't need to be indoors. Get some fresh air.
They paid a lot of money to build that indoor
They
valley.
did, yeah. Aaron Byler put some hard work in down there. Next week, I believe, we're down there for the first time.
Yeah, we're at Spring Mills on Friday. Supposedly they got
This
a
one
new
hits Harrington.
press box, so we'll get to check that out. And tomorrow, of course, we're at Musselman for softball, so that'll be a fun. That's always a fun experience. Usually, pretty good atmosphere there. As we got a mound visit here, so yeah, I mean we're right back into it, Colin. It wasn't too long before baseball and softball started up, and yeah, we'll probably be at PO next week. We'll be there a lot, of course, but yeah, it should be a good season of high school baseball and softball. I'm interested to see if we see an increase of competitiveness, or if it's still kind of Jefferson and Washington as the most dominant teams.
Yeah.
We did kind of see an emergence from Musselman at times last year, and Hedgesville had some injuries, and we know they had some injuries in basketball that will also probably affect their softball team. We'll see if maybe Gracie Brown can get back for them at some point. But they're always competitive as well. So
Now batting is Mizell, as the bases are loaded once again for Berkeley Springs.
Spring Mills got a lot better last year, and Martinsburg's still developing. So
that pitch also a ball, so now 2 balls and no strikes.
but yeah, Berkeley Springs has a chance for a huge inning.
It tipped. Yes, that's a strike. So 2 balls and 1 strike against Mizell.
Because most of their rallies, Colin, like we said, have come with 2 outs. Here they got the bases loaded and nobody out. So
Yep, infield in. Pitch. That is lined right to the shortstop, but the throw goes past the first baseman, Cole Redmond, so they can't get the double play. And that error is going to allow a run to score.
Well, it was a good play initially there from the shortstop, but threw the ball away. So you still do give up a run. It's almost like a sacrifice, I guess, in that situation when you have the error there between the shortstop and first baseman. But
So Boyles came home to score to make it 9-3. So runners at second and third now as this line to the shortstop. The throw to first low, but scooped up by Cole Redmond. And the fielder's choice will allow another run to score as Buck comes home on the throw to make it 10-3. Berkeley Springs leads Martinsburg here in the top of the third inning. Now batting's Forney. First pitch is a ball.
yeah, I mean, if you're Berkeley Springs, you'll definitely take some of these runs here being pushed across.
Forney sends it the opposite way over Powell's head in left field. That one hops the fence. It's an RBI double for Forney. Make it now 11-3 Berkeley Springs.
Yeah, she got a lot of that one. No hesitation there at third. They knew it was over the head of the left fielder. So, easy 11th run up on the board and still a chance to continue this rally.
And that is slapped the opposite way by Adams, but out of play for a strike. It's been a big day for Scotland Forney so far. 3 for 3. 2 extra base hits. 4 RBIs so far.
And she's only a sophomore, so.
This pitch high to Adams for a ball, so 1 ball, 1 strike.
There's definitely some good young talent on this team. First game of the year in Berkeley Springs is putting a lot of balls in play and making a lot of impact here at the plate against this Martinsburg team.
Yep. So runner on second. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Change-up swung through by Adams for a strike. So now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the runner still on second for Berkeley Springs. Rogers trying to get out of the inning. Here's the pitch. And it's called strike 3 on the inside corner. Adams goes down looking for out number 3 to end the inning. But once again, 4 runs cross the plate for Berkeley Springs. It extends its lead out to 11-3. So we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning after this 1-minute break here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields & Sons, hope to see you at the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show on March 29th and 30th in the Martinsburg Roundhouse to learn about what they provide whenever a loved one has passed away. Their booth number is FS53, which is located just outside the silent auction. Brown's Funeral Home and Cremations is the trusted name in funeral services in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown Ranson. They're proudly serving the area since 1880 and are proud to be a part of the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show. We welcome you back here to Charlotte Prather Park. Our bottom of the 3rd inning is brought to you by Farmers and Mechanics Insurance. Reliable coverage since 1877. Call 304-263-0809 for a quote today or visit fmiwv.com. Due up for the Martinsburg Bulldogs, the heart of lineup, the 3-4-5 batters Cook, Williams, Powell. By the way, defensive change here for Berkeley Springs is now in center field as number 6, Isabella Albanese. Harrington, first pitch. Fouled back, first strike by Cook. Cook. It's that one to the second baseman. Adkins scoops it off the turf, throws to Parcel at first in time for out number 1 to retire Cook.
Yeah, good play by the second baseman. Initially, it looked like it could be some trouble, but she fielded it and knew she had time to make the throw and made a good throw to first.
Now batting is Williams.
It's a nice sunset here in Martinsburg this evening.
I agree. First pitch. That is a line drive, but straight to the right fielder, but Stevens couldn't track it down. Goes off her glove, and Williams, off the error, will take second base.
She made a nice play in right field earlier. Don't know exactly what happened there. Maybe that sunset affected her vision of it. I don't know.
Now batting is Powell. A runner on second, 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
But again, Martinsburg has some runners in scoring position.
Swing and a miss from Powell for strike 1.
They elected earlier to be aggressive on the base paths, ended up getting thrown out at home. During a rally, I don't know. I mean, you got to be aggressive when the time's there. I don't hate the decision. But during that rally, it seemed like Berkeley Springs just couldn't field anything.
This is a fly ball, and it drops into shallow center field for a hit. That'll put runners now at first base and third base for Martinsburg.
And again, every time Martinsburg gets down, they fight right back into it. So here they got runners on the corners, just 1 out. Chance to cut back into this lead a little bit, Colin. They're not going away without a fight, that's for sure. I think there's definitely been some positives from the Bulldog offense.
Dozier sends this one straight up into the air. Second baseman underneath it. Adkins makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, she just got under it. I mean, she would have been able to line that ball out, probably scores a run and gets another runner over to third possibly, but she got underneath it, lifted it straight up. Easy play for the Berkeley Springs defense.
2 outs here in the bottom of third. Runner still at first and third, as now batting is Kellican.
And now if you're Berkeley Springs, you just got to focus on getting this batter out.
Harrington's pitch misses for a ball. And on the catcher's indifference, Powell will go from first base to second base now.
Yeah, and Martinsburg knows that on the base pass, so they're going to be aggressive, send their runner, because if Berkeley Springs throws down, they've already had one going to the outfield, so you're probably going to be able to score from third.
Kellican swings and misses. The count now 1-1 strike against her.
Yeah, that one, tough pitch there. It looked like initially it was going to be easier to hit, and then it just kind of dipped out of the zone a little bit.
1-1 strike, 2 outs. The pitch from Harrington. That is grounded down the third baseline. Scooping it up is Meisel. Throw over to first. Pulls Parcel off the bag, but she's able to snag it and then tag Kellican for out number 3. So that stops the runners from scoring with the third out, and it will remain Berkeley Springs 11, Martinsburg 3. Coach Jones, though, wants to make an appeal here, trying to say that the first baseman impeded with Kellican getting to first base, and he's not going to get it. So we'll step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then be back with the 4th inning here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
You have choices when it comes to appliance repair, but before you call a large corporate chain, consider what BW Appliance brings to the table. BW Appliance Repair offers fast in-home appliance repair services to the eastern panhandle of West Virginia, including Jefferson County and Berkeley County. We strive for professionalism, dedication, and honesty. Call us today at 304-279-8858 to schedule immediate service. You can also visit us online at bwappliance.repair.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back. Our top of the 4th inning is brought to you by Skinner Accident Injury Lawyers, representing accident injury claims for over 50 years. Go to skinnerwins.com. Here in the top of the 4th, leading off for Berkeley Springs is Adkins. Due up is the 8-9-1 hitters. First pitch swinging is Adkins. It's a pop-up over the first base dugout. Foul ball, strike 1.
By the way, Colin Musselman taking on Millbrook tonight as well in softball. So, and in baseball, it's 2-1 Musselman over Millbrook right now.
There you go. This pitch misses inside for a ball. The count now 1-1 strike. Did we give a final score from the boys basketball state tournament game?
I didn't know we had one.
We do. Final score: Spring Mill 65, Martinsburg 43.
So pretty much what the regular season was, ultimately,
as expected,
for these two teams.
That pitch a ball, count now 2-1 strike.
Pretty close first half, and then Spring Mills gets in the 60s and Martinsburg gets in the 40s. So not too surprising, but I mean, good season for both teams. For Martinsburg to get back there for the first time since 2021, especially with losing some players too. I mean, Josiah King transfers over to Washington, and Chase Shipley, of course, transferring to Spring Mills. So yeah. I wasn't sure how their team would hold up, but they ended up getting better off the bench.
3-2 strikes now as that pitch misses for that ball, number 3.
And for the Cardinals, I mean, they've been, expected to make a deep run. So I don't think we had any major upsets. I'm not sure what. I guess we still got one more game, 4-5.
Pitch inside, but it's ball 4. Yes, Spring Valley and Beckley.
Yeah, so that should be interesting. I might see a small upset there, but 4-5 is never really an upset, as you know, Colin.
Yeah. Now batting for Berkeley Springs is Elena Stevens with the runner on first and nobody out.
But Morgantown still took care of business against Park South.
Stevens squares to bunt. It's down the first base line. Rogers, pitcher gets it. Throws it to Cole Redmond at first for out number 1. But Adkins goes to second base on the play.
I think that one was 59-51, I believe I saw. So
I thought it was 59-50. I don't know.
Something like that.
We're not arguing about it. It's not worth it.
The point is, I think it's been the closest game of the 4A tournament so far.
Yes, the other game was a 20-point win for GW over University, as that pitch to Boyles, now up to bat, is ball 1.
But 11-3 here, so see how Berkeley Springs can do in this inning.
This pitch caught a strike from Rogers. Count now 1 ball and 1 strike to Boyles, who so far doubled her first time up, flew out to center her second time up, and then doubled her third time up, and later came home to score. This pitch, a line drive into left center field. It is down and bobbled by the center fielder, Sanabria, and with the error, that'll allow Boyles to take second, and now another throwing error. She tries to go to third, but she's gunned down for out number 2. But Adkins did come home to score to make it 12-3.
Yeah, so you only give up 1 run in that situation where it looked like it was going to get very ugly, but a good job by the first baseman to back up that throw and make a strong throw into third.
So 2 outs, nobody on base. Berkeley Springs 12, Martinsburg 3. As Buck up to bat now. First pitch is ball 1 to Buck.
So good job by Redmond.
This pitch, ball 2 to Buck. Rogers taking her time now. The pitch. Soft ground ball down the third base line. Kellikins there. The throw to first in time for out number 3. So 1 run scores here in the top of the 4th for Berkeley Springs to extend its lead now to 12-3. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning after this 1-minute break here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
You have choices when it comes to appliance repair, but before you call a large corporate chain, consider what BW Appliance brings to the table. BW Appliance Repair offers fast in-home appliance repair services to the eastern panhandle of West Virginia, including Jefferson County and Berkeley County. We strive for professionalism, dedication, and honesty. Call us today at 304-279-8858 to schedule immediate service. You can also visit us online at bwappliance.repair.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
We welcome you back here to Charlotte Prather Park, bottom of the 4th, brought to you by Floor Pools. Make every day better with a hot tub or swimming pool. Floor Pools has locations in Martinsburg, Chambersburg, and Hagerstown. 8-9-1 batters due up for the Martinsburg Bulldogs: Cole Redmond, Hauser, and Williams.
What was the bottom of the order last time that kind of started the rally for Martinsburg? So see if they can do that again.
Cole Redmond steps in here against Harrington. That first pitch slapped foul for strike 1.
Yeah, what'd they say? They got new dugouts here at
Yes.
Martinsburg as well. So, yeah, great upgrades here to the park. New turf, new dugouts.
This is a line drive into right center field. It is down and will roll all the way to the fence. Cole Redmond Thinking 2. Now thinking
thinking
3. Can she get there? The throw looked like it was in time, but Cole Redmond slides under the tag for a lead-off triple.
Yeah, she was in there. Close, but just barely got in. I mean, initially it seemed like she was going to be thrown out there at third with how quickly the ball made its way into the infield. But then she, was able to slide in. The ball kind of got away from the Berkeley Springs defense. And, hey, a leadoff triple's never a bad thing, Colin.
First pitch now from Harrington to DJ Hauser is low for ball 1.
Well, unless you're Berkeley Springs, I guess. I mean, you don't want a leadoff triple in this situation, so. But, I mean, they've had runners on the base paths pretty much all game, and partially due to some Martinsburg mistakes, partially due to some good Berkeley Springs plays. Kind of not done as much with it as you maybe would have thought, it seems like at times. So
that pitch was fouled off. The count 1 ball and 1 strike now for
they've
Hauser.
Definitely left some runs on the board here tonight if you're Martinsburg.
That is a line drive right past the first baseman, and that'll score a run. Back-to-back hits. It's an RBI single for Hauser to make it 12-4.
Yeah, again, this bottom of the order, hitting the ball hard on the ground, in the air, whatever it takes. A triple and then a hard hit single.
Yeah, that's her second RBI single today. Might need to see her move up out of that 9-hole.
Yeah, I mean, overall, Martinsburg has done pretty well with their contact and getting on base and stuff. It's just they haven't been able to always get those runners across.
This one popped up in the backstop. The catcher, Molly Boyles, makes the catch for the out to retire Elijah Williams for out number 1. So that'll bring up Tiana Santabria. 1 out, runner on first.
Starting to get a little bit colder here. Not bad, but just a little bit of wind.
Yeah, you can see American flag out in right field, blowing towards left field as this pitch gets past the catcher Boyles, and Hauser will steal second base on that passed ball. So from first to second she goes. Still 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th, and ball 1 to Santabria.
It could possibly be a big inning for Martinsburg. You're at the top of your order now.
This pitch goes through the legs of Boyles into the backstop. As Hauser now goes from second base to third base. 2 balls against Santabria, no strikes.
Yeah, so you have, probably a pass ball and a wild pitch here from Berkeley Springs, allowing Martinsburg to get 2 free bases. Haven't seen too many free bases given up between these two teams today, but
2-0 pitch right down the middle for a strike.
You definitely never can have those, especially Martinsburg. They feeling like they have a little bit of momentum right now.
2-1 pitch. That is a soft ground ball to the first baseman, Parcel. She sprints over to the bag and beats the base runner, Santabria, there for out number 2. But coming from third is Hauser home to score to make it 12-5 here in the bottom of the 4th. So now 2 outs, nobody on base, and Cook up the bat. Harrington's pitch. Upstairs for ball 1 to Cook. Next pitch from Harrington. High once again. Ball 2 to Cook. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. This pitch misses inside for ball 3 to Cook. Get a quick timeout called. Molly Boyles, Berkeley Springs catcher, wants to go talk with her pitcher, Lara Harrington, as the rest of the infield will join the meeting in that pitcher circle. Opening night of West Virginia High School softball. Berkeley Springs leading Martinsburg 12-5. Currently on our radio side of things, got the first 4 round of the NCAA March Madness tournament. That's a close game.
Who we got in that one, Colin?
Mount St. Mary's leads at halftime 48-38 against American. As that is ball 4 to Cook after the timeout taken by Berkeley Springs. So Cook goes to first base on the base on balls walk. Is now batting's Denasia Williams for Martinsburg.
You gotta love the battle of the 16 seeds.
Last night's was good, but heartbreaking for my family. This pitch high, throw to second, not in time. So Cook steals second.
I mean, definitely a tough one, but at least you don't have to lose by 40 to Auburn.
That's true for St. Francis. That'll be Alabama State suffering defeat tomorrow, most likely.
Hey, you never know. Though.
You never know.
Every once in a while, UMBC comes out of nowhere.
Every once in a while. That was once.
It's happened twice, I think. Wasn't there another one?
St. Peter's was a 15.
I thought there might have been another one, but maybe not.
Is that pitch I believe another ball. Scoreboard doesn't have it, but I believe it's now 2 balls, no strikes. This is a hard ground ball. Buck bobbles it, and the error will allow Williams to take first base, and Cook goes to third. So runners at first and third, and 2 outs.
FDU. They beat Purdue.
Oh, yeah, Fairleigh Dickinson did.
I knew there was another one.
I forgot about that one.
FDU believe? Something like that.
That's a strike as Powell takes that pitch. Williams goes to second base from first base.
Meanwhile, Martinsburg, climbing back into this game.
Yeah. Can't afford to leave the runner stranded as that pitch nearly hits Powell. 1 ball, 1 strike to her. Harrington sets. Rocks and pitches. Big swing and a miss for strike 2 to Powell.
Yeah, I mean, Harrington delivering another one of those pitches that have some movement on them, make it difficult on the hitters in the box. Overall, she's been pretty solid.
Trying to get her first strikeout. Runners at second base and third base. Here's the pitch, and there it is. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that ends the inning. So after 4 played, it's Berkeley Springs 12 and Martinsburg 5. We'll step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then be back with the 5th inning here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
We welcome you back here to Charlotte Prather Park. Our top of the 5th inning brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. Proud to be the owners who just care more, and it looks like we have our very first pitching change of the season. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution, located at 1250 Edwin Miller Boulevard, Suite 301 in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-3361. So Madison Rogers' day is done on the mound, as now pitching for the Martinsburg Bulldogs is number 15, Olivia Mullen.
Colin Sweet Caroline playing here.
Yeah, not the WVU version.
Well, I was going to say, do you think that maybe that changes to UNC getting the disc?
It can be anybody you really want it to.
It doesn't really rhyme.
It doesn't rhyme.
I'm sure they could come up with something that rhymes with UNC.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm focused here on the top of the fifth as due up the 3-4-5 batters for Berkeley Springs. Harrington,
I already got
Meisel, Parcel. Okay. As this pitch from Mullen misses inside against Harrington for ball one.
Show topic for tomorrow.
Is it appropriate on air? Didn't think so.
No.
This pitch, ball two to Harrington.
I would say it's probably not as catchy.
This pitch. That is a line drive foul. Out of play down the third base line. Count now 2 balls and 1 strike to Harrington.
Well, pitching change. See if it can throw off the hitters of the Indians that have definitely been swinging a good bat all game.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. Is that inside? Alara Harrington hops over it to avoid being hit by the pitch. Count now 3-1.
And for Martinsburg, it's important early in the season to establish a little bit of pitching depth. Usually, you're probably going to use 2, 3, 4 arms. Probably about 4.
3-1 pitch.
If you're lucky.
Rolls home once again. That's ball 4, so Harrington will go down to first base on the walk.
During a high school softball season. But you want to, have really good, at least really good 2 pitchers, and you can do some damage. So I thought Rogers was okay. She definitely had her ups and downs.
Now batting's Meisel. That pitch goes behind her. Scooping it up is Cook. The throw to second, not in time as Harrington steals second base.
I mean, I don't have the numbers to tell you, but it did feel like she threw a lot of strikes. Berkeley Springs was putting those strikes in play, and the defense didn't always make the plays, and sometimes they just got good hits as well. So
this popped up in the infield right back to the pitcher, and it's actually the third baseman, Haley Kellican, making the catch for the out. Who's now batting is Layla Parcel. 1 out, runner on second here in the top of the fifth for Berkeley Springs. Mullen's pitch. And that is a fly ball dropping down into left center field for the hit. Harrington rounds third, looking to come home to score, and no throw. She'll come home to score on the RBI single by Parcel, making it 13-5 Berkeley Springs.
Yeah, probably a good decision to hold on to it, because if you throw that, it's going to advance that runner to second, and you probably aren't getting that out at home.
First pitch swinging, it's fouled off by Forney for strike 1. So runner on first now for Berkeley Springs. It's 13-5. The Indians lead the Bulldogs here in the top of the fifth, and 1 out. Mullen's pitch. Misses outside, scoops past Cook, comes to the backstop in front of us, and that'll allow Parcel on the pass ball to advance to second base from first base. And the count now 1 ball and 1 strike to Forney. So far it's been red hot today. Can she make it 4 for 4? She slaps that one past the glove of Mullen to the shortstop. The throw to first goes past and nearly out of play. Throwing error allows the run to score. Another throwing error, but this time Forney sees it stay in the shallow part of center field and will stop at second base. So I don't know with the error if she gets another RBI, but she does get a base hit.
Yeah, she wouldn't get an RBI there if it's an error, so. But, hey, did your job still, and that's what you like to see.
Now batting is Bella Albanese. No balls, 1 strike, as that nearly hits her. Now 1 ball, 1 strike to Albanese.
And I believe Berkeley Springs is only 1 run away from possibly putting Martinsburg in a situation where they need to score to keep the game going, so we'll see.
Yep, it's 14-5 here in the top of the 5th.
Of course.
That pitch inside again. This time it's ball 2.
Like you said, top of the 5th, so they can't end it with a run. You'd still have to play the bottom half of the inning, and of course, Martinsburg's been very effective on the offensive end today as well at times, so you wouldn't necessarily feel like a 1 run from the game being over being safe. So.
That pitch, ball 3, so 3 balls, 1 strike to Bella Albanese. Runner at second, 1 out. Mullen sets, rocks, here's the pitch. That's again inside, it's ball 4, so Albanese walks her way down to first base. Now batting is Haley Adkins as we get a timeout called here for Martinsburg. Rob Jones, the head coach, going to go out and talk with Olivia Mullen, his pitcher.
Yeah, walk in that situation. She's been rattled a little bit, it seems like, here, so just want to lock back in and see if she can get back to throwing some strikes. We're going to have a conversation as well with the home plate umpire. Might be possibly, looks like making a change. I don't know if it's to get somebody warm, possibly, and then just be ready for a possible substitution. Or no, I guess they're making the change right here, right now. Shortstop, I think, is going to come in and pitch.
Alrighty, well, with the pitching change, we will step aside and take a 1-minute break here. Top of the 5th inning, 1 out. It's Berkeley Springs 14, Martinsburg 5. Again, a 1-minute break, and then we'll be back here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Let's talk about what to do after a car or truck accident.
First, call 911. Then call Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
Let us handle the insurance company so you can focus on getting better.
Being injured in a wreck is enough stress. Let your doctor handle your medical issues.
And let the Skinner brothers handle your insurance issues.
If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
Welcome back here to Charlotte Prather Park. Another call to the bullpen for the Martinsburg Bulldogs is brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution, located at 1250 Edwin Miller Boulevard, Suite 301. Call 304-263-3361. Now pitching for the Lady Bulldogs is number 5, Natalie Kuntz. No, my apologies. That isn't a 5 out there, like our Nick Verzolini thought. Or it might be, and I was looking at the wrong roster. That's my fault. But it actually is a 6 anyway.
I apologize.
Well, I was messing up looking at the wrong roster, and then that is actually Williams pitching.
Yes, yeah, that makes more sense. When you said Kuntz, I was like, I think it's Williams because I thought Williams was playing shortstop, so... now number 9, I believe, is at short.
Yep, Tiana Santabria is.
Okay.
We have a new center fielder, that means, as well. Apologies here for some audio issues. At least was in my headphones as some audio issues. Not sure if that feedback was being sent back or not.
our camera cord came a little bit loose, it looked like on our end, so I think I accidentally stepped on my cord, which was probably what you heard.
So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here for Adkins. Swings through this pitch for strike 2. By the way, in center field for Martinsburg, it's Powell now out there. Ava Powell. That's your defensive changes, as this is popped foul. So the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes.
But again, Martinsburg getting a lot of different pitchers, some opportunities here in this first game. You're under your 3rd pitcher now, so you may have 1 or 2 more options.
That pitch high for a ball. Count now 3 balls and 2 strikes for Adkins.
With this being game 1, you know, it's really just important to get those live reps for your arms, get them loose early in the year.
By the way, I lied about that being the last defensive change, as that is strike 3.
You're just lying about everything tonight.
So Adkins down on strikes.
Now batting, number 9.
Now batting is Stevens. So Hauser moved to left field. And now in right field is Nevaeh Cope. That's a strike, so 1 ball, 1 strike now to Stevens. Runner still at first and second. There's that strike 2. It's Williams hitting the strike zone here. Trying to keep this ball game at 14-5.
Yeah, she's done a nice job of coming in and, you know, throwing some consistent strikes and being right around the zone even when she's missed. So
this pitch inside. The count now 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Definitely a little bit more consistent here than what we saw there from Mullen. She was a little bit up and down, a little bit shaky.
That is strike 3. Stevens goes down looking. Back-to-back strikeouts by Williams. Ends the top half of the 5th inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th after this 1-minute break here on TV10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Let's talk about what to do after a car or truck accident.
First, call 911. Then call Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
Let us handle the insurance company so you can focus on getting better.
Being injured in a wreck is enough stress. Let your doctor handle your medical issues.
And let the Skinner brothers handle your insurance issues.
If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
We welcome you back here. Our bottom of the 5th inning brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009. Online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Hey, find one, put on the line, Subo.
So due up here for Martinsburg in the bottom of the 5th. Dozier, Kellican, Cole Redmond. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike to Dozier here. And a foul ball, so count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dozier steps back in. And pops this one up. Foul territory. Boyles, the catcher, tracks it down, makes the catch for the out.
Yeah, nice play by the catcher, and she's had a few good plays behind the plate, so definitely stepping up for this Berkeley Springs team when they've needed it.
Now batting is Kellican. Pitch. That is fouled for strike one. No balls, one strike, one out. Nobody on base for Martinsburg here in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Berkeley Springs leads Martinsburg 14-5 here on opening night. Next pitch. Big swing and a miss on the changeup that fooled Kellican for strike two.
Yeah, Harrington has definitely had a few of those big swings and misses on some changeups and some pitches with some movement.
That pitch just low for a ball, so 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Harrington checks her wristband for the pitch call. Here comes the pitch. That's high. Count now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Kellican. This popped up. Foul territory down the first baseline. Near our camera. Out of play. Bottom of the fifth inning, brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go, who to trust with your flooring needs? Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Hear from Trip on Friday.
We will. He'll be joining us on the broadcast of our high school baseball opening, as that is called strike 3. Kellican goes down looking. It's not officially opening day, but it's opening day for us for baseball. It's our first baseball broadcast of the season. Martinsburg at Spring Mills.
I'm very intrigued, Colin.
7 p.m. first pitch for that one, I believe.
Yeah.
7 p.m. first pitch tomorrow for our other softball broadcast of the week.
I'm not sure how those teams are going to be this year. Spring Mills has kind of made themselves, unfortunately, they've always seemed to be toward the bottom of the EPAC, or at least in recent history. But they're very young and bring a lot back, so I think they're going to get a lot better. Martinsburg lost a lot from last year's team, but, they're a historic program, a team that's always toward the top, so should be interesting. Should be a good indicator, I guess, early on of where the two teams are at.
2 strikes now against Cole Redmond. The pitch from Harrington. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Back-to-back punch-outs by Harrington. Ends the fifth as 3 up, 3 down goes the Martinsburg Bulldogs. Step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then be back with the 6th inning. No? That's
Apparently it's over.
Apparently it's over. Did not realize with 9 runs in the fifth.
I guess it's 8 or more after 5.
I thought that was after 6, so my apologies. Both teams will shake hands, and we'll take, actually make it a 2-minute break, lined up probably back at the studio for us here to tally things up and get ready for our post-game show here on TV10 WRNR TV on YouTube back in 2 minutes.
March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. In West Virginia, colorectal cancer is the 3rd leading cause of cancer-related deaths in men and women, yet it is one of the most preventable cancers. The American Cancer Society recommends screening at age 45 to 75 or younger if you have a family history or at an increased risk. Early detection through screening can save your life. For more information, call WV Medicine Gastroenterology Martinsburg at 304-596-6893.
The Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results is proud to be a gold-level sponsor for the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show. If you're looking for a home in the Tri-State, then come and visit us at our booth, which spans from number 35 to 36 inside the Martinsburg Roundhouse, just to the left of the west entrance. This year's home show will take place on Saturday, March 29th and Sunday, March 30th. We hope to see you at the Roundhouse for the 28th Annual Eastern Panhandle Home Show.
Remember all the sports we played when we were kids?
Oh yeah, swimming, tennis, basketball,
Football, soccer, track. I loved winning.
I still do.
Our competitive spirit is still going strong.
But now we use it to win for our clients. If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
You have choices when it comes to appliance repair, but before you call a large corporate chain, consider what BW Appliance brings to the table. BW Appliance Repair offers fast in-home appliance repair services to the Eastern Panhandle of West Virginia, including Jefferson County and Berkeley County. We strive for professionalism, dedication, and honesty. Call us today at 304-279-8858 to schedule immediate service. You can also visit us online at bwappliance.repair.
These cameras seem to get loose pretty easily, so that's not great.
We welcome you back here on TV10 WRNR TV on YouTube. Welcome you into the post-game show brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard with a full lunch and dinner menu and daily specials in a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Colin McLaughlin here for TV10 WRNR TV on YouTube alongside me, Nick Verzolini. Camera crew tonight, lone man Kyler High. Back at the studio, Alec Epperson. Tonight's final score, Berkeley Springs 14, Martinsburg 5, after mercy rule of 5 innings played. Let's get you a game recap brought to you by the Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. For Berkeley Springs, it was 4 runs on 5 hits and no errors, with 1 left on base to start off with a 4-0 lead in the top of the first. Then they tacked on 3 more runs in the top of the second on 3 hits, 1 error. They stranded 3 runners on base, but that made it 7-0. Martinsburg would respond with 3 runs of its own in the bottom of the second, going with those 3 runs on 6 hits by the Bulldogs that half inning. No errors for Berkeley Springs, so that made it 7-3 after 2 innings played, but 4 more runs came home to score in the top of the third for Berkeley Springs on 3 hits and an error, as well as 2 hit-by pitches to help out the Indians, make it 11-3. They then made it 12-3, the top of the fourth, getting 1 run on 1 hit and 2 Bulldog defensive errors. And then Martinsburg got 2 more runs in the bottom of the fourth off of 2 hits and error, but stranded 2 runners as well. And then Berkeley Springs in the top of the fifth got 2 more runs off 2 hits, 2 errors, 2 left on base, and 2 walks. And that was your final score of 14-5 after 5. Game stats brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships, proud to be the owners who just care more. Can't really go through everybody's stats, but give you some big highlights here. For Berkeley Springs, it was a big day for Scotland Forney, who went 4 for 4 on the day with 4 RBIs. Parcel had a 2 RBI day as well. Harrington with a base hit. Boyles had 2 doubles as well as a single. The win on the mound goes to Lara Harrington on the other side for Martinsburg. It was a big day by the bottom of the lineup, and DJ Hauser, who had a 2 for 2 day with 2 RBIs. Kellican had a base hit, as well as Dozier. Powell had 2 singles, as well as a 2 RBI day for Tiana Santabaria, who had 2 base hits, 2 base hits for Elijah Williams as well. In total, it was 14 runs on 14 hits for Berkeley Springs, 2 errors, 6 left stranded for Martinsburg, 5 runs, 11 hits, 6 Bulldog errors, and they stranded 5. Lastly, our player of the game brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons.
Yeah, I mean, you highlighted her at the beginning there of your stats. Colin Scotland Forney, 4-for-4 day. Not really much else to say. It seemed like she always came up in a big situation and provided a big spark for this team. So,
all right, there you go. Player of the game, Scotland Forney, going 4-for-4 with 4 RBIs as that wraps things up for us here tonight from Charlotte Prather Park. Again, tomorrow we'll be at Musselman, weather permitting, for some more high school softball. 7 p.m. first pitch is scheduled as the Applemen host the Hedgesville Eagles in a EPAC matchup. So for Alec Epperson, Kyler High, Nick Verslini, I'm Colin McLaughlin signing off. Once again, final score, Berkeley Springs 14, Martinsburg 5. The Indians get the Mercy Rule win after 5 innings here on TV10 WRNR TV on YouTube. Have a good night, everyone.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com. What's up with the piano and funny glasses, Robbie? The Circle of what? Oh, you mean Floor Pool's Circle of Wellness event March 29th. Right, they have your entire wellness routine covered. Sweating it out in saunas to detoxify and relax your muscles, soaking in hot tubs for stress relief and improved circulation, swimming in a pool or endless pool for low-impact cardio and fitness, and chilling in cold plunges to boost your immune system and recovery. Yeah, cold plunges. The Circle of Wellness is a combination of therapies that addresses different aspects of your health. You can dive into all the benefits Saturday, March 29th at Floor Pools. From 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., you can take a swim and check out all the wellness elements to discover how each part of the circle can help you feel your best. Don't forget your swimsuit. I think your feathers qualify, Robbie. Guest swimmers will also be on hand for demonstrations. That's Saturday, March 29th at Floor Pools in Chambersburg, Hagerstown, and Martinsburg. Floor Pools, where relaxation meets revitalization. Life is evolving over the past.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's coverage of West Virginia High School softball. Today's game has been brought to you by Trips Flooring, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Burke Schultz Harmon and Jenkinson Personal Injury Attorneys, Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Cody's Auto Body, Hagerstown Ford, Brown's Funeral Home and Cremation, Robert Fields & Sons, The Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Floor Pools, Smallwood and Small Insurance, CMA Martinsburg and Winchester Dealerships, Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, The Palace Lounge, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, the Mirius Group Ameriprise Financial Services LLC, and the Berkeley County Health Department. For more coverage of West Virginia high school sports, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. All rights reserved.